All right, I want to go to Tom Emmer, the Minnesota Congressman, the House Majority Whip, House Committee on Financial Services, is covered all in the middle of all of this. Congressman, great having you. What did this accomplish today?
It's another Hunter Biden stunt, Neil. And for people who are watching, think about this. He has two lawfully issued subpoenas. And I know the reporting was that he was given a choice. No. He was invited to testify before the committee, and he was subpoenaed to give testimony under oath before a court reporter in a more of a legal setting. This is how people are held accountable, and this is done all the time, whether it's Democrats or Republicans. He was issued a subpoena by Jim Jordan on the Judiciary Committee, a lawful subpoena, and by Jamie Comer, the head of the Oversight Committee. And Neil, he has flouted them both. And I think today was not about showing up and showing that he's available for questions. It was about poking people in the eye again and saying, Congress, you really don't matter. I'm going to do what Hunter Biden and the Biden family does. I'm going to ignore you. And guess what? We're going to hold him accountable.
All right, but if he was trying to call your bluff, why not call his and say, all right, you sit down on your ass there, and we're going to begin questioning you now. Everything we've been wanting to ask you, we're going to start doing it now. It seems like you guys missed an ideal opportunity to seize this sort of theatrical moment and take it for yourselves.
He clearly had no intention of doing that, Neil. Had he had intention of doing that, he would have given people notice that he was going to show up instead.
Oh, no, I
unannounced.
agree. There's definitely something what you say there, Congressman, no doubt. And but by his showing up, you could have sort of buttonholed him and say, all right, well, now you're here. Thank God we didn't know you'd be here, but now that you are, we have some questions for you.
Well, there were members that were starting to discuss that,
right,
but he left before the thing could get moving.
One did, right, I get you.
Yeah.
So what happens now?
The next step, I believe, will probably be a vote on the House floor to hold Hunter Biden in contempt for ignoring two lawfully issued subpoenas. And my understanding is that this is likely to come next week when we come back.
All right. Now, there was one interesting exchange with our Hillary Vaughn about, do you talk to your dad? In other words, saying, there's nothing nefarious going on here. I talk to my dad all the time. My dad calls me. I call him. So what did you make of that? It was the closest he has ever come to acknowledging that he's had conversations that might or might not have involved some of these business calls. That seemed to be a significant development, or maybe I overanalyzed it.
Well, I don't know. I look at it two ways. One, I think it's another example of Hunter Biden's arrogance. I mean, he's so cocky about this. He thinks he can give flippant responses to a reporter's very sincere question. And the fact that he thought he could say, do you have a dad? Does he call you? Do you answer the phone? This is why you have a testimony under oath in more of a legal setting, because we know there's counter testimony out there that it wasn't his dad calling him during these, the president calling Hunter Biden during these business meetings. It was clearly Hunter Biden calling his father and using his father's position to advance whatever business interest was in Hunter's best interest. So I think it just shows, again, his arrogance and his complete foolishness.
Is there proof of that, though? I understand the focus on Hunter and what he's up to, but that if you had the goods on him, connect him to the dad, it would have gone out there now. Then Chairman Comer, not you specifically, sir, but Chairman Comer has done a disservice by not revealing that proof.
Well, I don't know that. I think a disservice would be rushing to judgment without letting all the facts come out. And in this case, Hunter Biden, and there's a couple of other witnesses, and there's thousands of documents that they've asked for from the National Archives. Bottom line, Neil, is let's think about this for a second, because you're right. You've got to have admissible evidence, not hearsay, not conjecture. But everything that we see points to the Biden family, starting with Hunter, using their name, their position, to obtain large sums of money from those that may not be considered, well, that are the enemies of this country. The next step is allow them to tell us why it isn't what we see. But for some reason, Hunter is refusing to do that. He could give testimony in open committee, and he could give testimony under oath behind closed doors. Right. You would think, Neil, they would be the same.
So real quickly, my producer probably going to kill me, but I always learn a lot from you, Congressman. Let's say you have a third meeting, a chance. Out of an abundance of caution, would you lock the doors after you're all in there, if he comes in there, so he can't leave, that you can go ahead and question him, drill him on any matter you want?
You can't do that. This country, we have a subpoena out there. The next step when you have a congressional...
But he shows up. I mean, he's shown up twice in a way. The first time was just outside the Senate. I grant. But that this way he could surprise you again, but you won't be surprised. You'll be ready, and as soon as he enters, you can close the doors and talk.
Well, only if the subpoenas have been enforced by court, by a court of law, and you have the basis to do that. This is not some foreign country where they can lock the doors and force you to do something you don't want to do. We're trying to do this in the lawful manner, which is with the subpoena.
He'd want to do it. He, like today, he walks in. So now you can go.
He should.
Right.
Neil, he should. And he should want to go to the next step, because he should want to exonerate himself and his family from what looks like a very corrupt business arrangement.
All right. We'll see down the road where that goes. Tom Emmer, very good seeing you, Congressman. Thank you.